Hello everyone and welcome back to more Gundam Breaker 3. So what have we got here today? It's another cosplay build. This is Altair from Recreators. She's the main antagonist and protagonist, and I've tried to build her in Gundam form. Pretty hard, but most of her parts are based off Zeon suits. We've got the Darkhound head, we've got what looks like the Destiny's arms, the Freedom's backpack and skirts that make up her like twin tails and the ammo sort of packs that she has on the side of her skirt, and then the bottom part, the legs, are from the Rosen Zulu. Let's go into the mission counter here, and we'll have another laugh on the first mission. I really do like this suit because it's got a load of different gimmicks to it. It's got a load of different weapons. Again, most of the time I'm using stuff like GN bits and the ghost saber thing that floats around the character. Let's get into this. So Altair is supposed to be able to do anything in the context of the show. So what I've tried to do is give her a lot of different weapons that are hard hitting, and then the rest is for style really. She's got an absolute ton of weapons that she can fire. She's got the cannons from the Freedom, then we've got the Palmacia from the Destiny, and we've got the rail cannons, which are a backup from the side skirts. I can see this being a decent build if I just upgraded her a little bit more. She's not maxed out, so she's a little bit slow, but it's not too bad. Like I said before, I love the ghost edge that we can do. That really fits in with most of Altair's personality, where she's spawning different swords to float around her in the context of the anime, so I just love the way that she can just massacre so much stuff here. She's also got the Unicorn's eye field on the eye field generator that's built into the Unicorn shield, so that's really handy when it comes down to deflecting beam attacks. So if I leveled her up to like level 30 or maximum, like the star rank I think it is, she'd be really good. We've also got Piercing Slash, which finishes off with this kind of really cool pose, which is neat. And then we've got Offensive Boost, which allows us to go in more with the damage. So if we didn't do enough damage before, we do now. And then also the flash edges that were on her shoulders really help. And then of course we've got shield bits that can fly around all over the place, which are really tiny, but they do help a lot. I made them really tiny so that they hardly appear on screen, but that's just to hide them. It's mainly to hide them on the build so that you can't really see them, but she does have the ability to spawn multiple things and shoot them out. So it's really neat being able to do that. There you can see the little white panels there. The one thing that I like most about this is just the massive amount of weapons that we've got at our disposal here. It's just really neat to be able to just have like a Swiss Army knife when it comes to the amount of weapons that you can use. Plus they all hit pretty hard anyway. I would love to see this suit properly leveled up to the maximum rank just to see how good it is. But we are just carving through all these other suits here, so I really do like that. The best thing is you can just switch out with most weapons on the fly. So if you end up having an absolute ton of them, then it means that you're never sort of stuck for what selection you've got. Yeah, the most obvious choice for me on this was Ghost Edge, just because of the other weapons she can create. I would have given her some of the older weapons instead of the Twin Buster, because that would have helped sell the build a little bit more, but because the Twin Buster is so powerful, I thought that fitted more. Plus, I don't have a high level, I think it's Tanegashima, the rifle that you would use for the Musha Gundam. That would help loads on this build, in terms of selling the build as a proper cosplay one, but instead I've just had to colour the Buster in different colours to kind of give it that old style German submachine gun approach, I think it is, that she carries. Because she normally carries a violin around, but at one point in the story it changes into a German submachine gun, which she's able to use to spawn different things from. We're just demolishing people at the moment. I just love being able to just switch to different things on the fly while everything else is in cooldown. We've got to give it the X Gundam's Beam Saber as well, just because it has extra reach. Just because it's a lot easier to hit enemies with. And then I don't actually know what her Awakened mode is. Oh, I see. So her Awakened mode increases her speed. I think it increases her speed and her regen, and then her final attack should be... Yeah. So her final attack is full burst. And that one's really handy for multiple targets, obviously. We'll just give you a close-up shot of the build here. What we'll do is we'll convert all of this. And we'll skip that cutscene. The only problem with showing off stuff here is that the ones that I choose, they all have cutscenes in them. Let's choose another one here. I'm trying to remember, I think it's that one where we get the SD character, but that's also where we get to fight a load of other things, so that one doesn't have any cutscenes in it. Okay, here we go. This mission is just fighting against a lot of different, I think it's Red Frame variants or Astray variants with the SD Gundam character that we've got in Misa. The only problem with this one is waiting a little while to get into battle, but after that we're good. Brady Fan says Astray mission, nice. I think it is. From what I remember, there's a bunch of Astrays that we find in here. I could be wrong though. It takes a little while to get into the mission because of the talking. Ah, there we go. Right, let's put the offensive booster on. We'll get Ghost Edge in a moment when we can use it. Switch out here. That worked. Funny enough, that looks like the Psycho's R2. Oh no, it's just the standard one. I actually forgot to put out the GN bits as well. Now they're out. I think I used up all my missiles there. Not good. It's because it's a much harder mission. And this build is pretty low level. It's like under 20. Now I can put Ghost Edge on. I think I should still have my GN bits floating around here shooting at people. The Mark II Titans version. Let's use the offensive booster and that AoE slash to finish off here. So we're quickly getting through all of these, although it feels like they keep spawning in one after another as soon as I destroy one. Almost feels endless at this point. Try and switch through a couple of them when I'm using the rail cannons there. If you ever wanted to get loads of Astray parts in this, this is an easy way of doing it. I just realised I selected the wrong thing there. Oh, here we go. Oh, so this is now showing the one of the suits that was in Build Fighters, I think it was, the one that looks like Char. I swear it appeared as a cameo in either Build Fighters or Beginning G. There we go. We got the funnels out now. I've like tried not using my Buster Rifle all the way through this, just so I can save it a little bit, but I'm just spamming Railgun there and hoping it works. Okay, so the one that's like Char is the only one left. You can do a heavy attack to him there. There we go. And then when he comes down, we can ground break him. That was something I didn't expect. 2 surprise suits and then 2 boss suits. Should have saved my stuff. What's with that giant Rosen Zulu as well? Okay, there we go. We'll go Awakened mode here, and hopefully that'll help. Now you couldn't see it there, but I used Full Blast just to take out that Rosen Zulu. That was because I was too close to the wall there. I would have liked for that to have been shown off, because that does look pretty cool, but here we go, we're almost done. a bit of a hard fight when you're a lower level, but it's not too bad because the amount of weapons I can switch between. There we go. Now we just gotta beat the Destiny Gundam over here. I was trying to use its own weapon against it, but it's like Palm Pharmacia on it. Oh, we just managed to grab it there. Let's keep it in mid-air with all the different beam weapons here. There we go, finished it off. Finally. Use the burning finger, Luke. So yeah, that's my Altair, the Altair cosplay build from Recreators. It's full of different weapons. It mimics the show a little bit, and it's as accurate as I could get it. Remember, if you enjoyed the build, give us a like, and I'll be back next time with more builds based on different things, whether it be anime, heroes, whatever. Hope you've enjoyed. Bye!